It's leak season, boys, and today we have our first image of the LEGO Star Wars UCS Razor Crest, due out on October 3rd for a price of $600. My lord, is that expensive. It should be 6,187 pieces. If you're hyped up for the UCS Razor Crest, hit the like button and let me know what you think about the picture you're about to see in the comments section below. This is it. This is the UCS Razor Crest. We got a leak of a store display image, but it's not the physical store display. It's a digital picture of it. So I've never seen anything like this. It was, as most LEGO leaks, leaked on Instagram. And so here we have our limited pixel picture of the UCS Razor Crest. We'll start with the minifigs because I think they really did a good job with the selection, and we'll talk about the execution here momentarily. But the Mandalorian figure here, from the limited pixels that we can see, doesn't look all too exciting. It looks like the Mandalorian that we saw from 2019, right? Like, oh, lame, a reuse of a figure. And I would agree with you if that were the case, but luckily it is not, because there's a small little circled sticker thing that says new Mandalorian, and I know you can't tell anything from that either, but I'll tell you what it is. He does have an extra stripe of detail on the top of his helmet, so that's great, as well as printed arms. So this is a great Mandalorian figure, an upgrade from the previous version from 2019 in this particular armor set, and not the same dang Beskar Mando that we've gotten in like a dozen sets at this point. So really nice to get something fresh here. The next figure is Grogu. No changes to him as far as I'm aware. However, he does have a pram for the first time in a real set. The other pram that he had was in the advent calendar, so it was kind of in Christmassy colors, so I don't really count that. So this one is an actual accurate pram to the show, and that's awesome. Great touch for this one. Then on the other side of things, we have two other figures with the Mythrol and Kuilil. First off, I really think the Mythrol could have used a molded head, much like Kuilil. Kuilil got a custom molded head. I don't know why the Mythrol wouldn't have. So I don't think that regular blue head really captures the look of the Mythrol as good as it should. And so yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that. I think it's a nice figure to have and certainly should be there, but I wish we would have had a better figure, quite frankly. And then as far as Kuilil goes, and that blurg is fantastic. The blurg is going to be a great accessory to the Razor Crest. It was something that I expected to be as a microfighter, but turns out going to be in a $600 UCS set. And then the Kuilil is going to be a questionable thing. Like the head looked really weird in the leaked image that we got originally of the Kuilil head. So I'll talk more about that in my official review when I get the set on October 3rd. So make sure you're subscribed with notifications on for that. If anything, I would have loved to see a Bill Burr figure here. I mean, I just feel like it's such a simple figure to do and throw into a set like this. Anyway, zooming out to see the Razor Crest, it's fantastic, as it should be, for $600. I would hope so. It looks great. It looks like the Razor Crest. I love how big and bulky the engines are. It's got the escape pod on top. I know we're not going to be able to get a good look at details like that here, but you can see that it will be something that you're able to pull out of the top of the ship and actually put a figure within. As far as the cockpit goes, it's a brick built with like clear pieces cockpit. It's not using just all one piece, which is interesting. Unlike, I think, on the smaller Razor Crest set, they just use kind of one piece with a print or sticker. I can't even remember. But this is a much more detailed cockpit look, and within that cockpit you are going to have those red seats. You're going to have an archway at the back, and you have multiple other rooms and areas within the Razor Crest for things like your carbonite bricks. I guess the characters in carbonite, they're just stickers on bricks, nothing special that we haven't seen before. They practically nailed the yellow markings on the side of the ship, and for something that has as many unique angles as the Razor Crest, this is a very uniquely shaped UCS set. I think it might be hard to kind of grasp how difficult this must have been to design with all the separate angles that I'm seeing. And then the landing gear is also another great aspect of this set, just having something there to hold it up. It's not a UCS flying display stand, you know, it's nothing that special, because I'm sure this thing's going to be crazy heavy. It's going to be a two-hand lift. It's got to be bigger than the UCS gunship, of course, because it's, I guess, now 1.5 times the price. So this is going to be a big, bulky set. Again, I think it's over 6,000 pieces, so it's going to be heavy. Despite its destruction in Season 2, it is still a very iconic ship to Mando, so I can see this one being a very hot seller through the rest of the year. I think myself and many other people will be out there at the LEGO store on day one trying to pick this up. The price, of course, being limiting factor. $600 is a lot of money, but I don't think it's unwarranted here, given the range of value of other LEGO sets and LEGO Star Wars especially. This one doesn't seem insane at 600. Although I would be interested to put it next to my UCS Star Destroyer just to see the size difference for $100. I think that would be the most interesting comparison to me. Anyway, let me know what you think about the UCS Razor Crest in the comment section below. You can check out more LEGO videos on the end screen now.